Well, hi! Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Quimby, and today we are going to be playing Slay the Princess. It's so lovely to be here. I'm so thrilled. It's been 3 long days, and now we are back in the saddle back here to do the streaming thing. I missed you guys. I missed you guys quite a bit. I've been so busy the past couple of days. Life stuff and moving season and yada yada yada, etc. So much happening. I will say though, okay, first of all, congratulations to Penny for getting the first channel points reward. Big congratulations there. So I've been, in my free time, I've been working a little bit more on my chainmail projects. I've been, you know, picking that back up. I've got a thing that I want to make. It feels weird, like I'm promoting something or whatever, but no, it's just, if you guys want to keep up with my progress with chainmail, then I've been posting updates about it on Tumblr. If you go to my blog and use and find the tag chainmail, spelled M-A-I-L-L-E. Again, it's weird. I feel like I'm promoting something, but it's literally just, you know, if that's keeping up with my crafting is something that you're interested in, and that's where I've been posting about it. It's been really fun. The project is coming out really well, and I am thrilled. I recently discovered that I can reuse bits of an old project to make working on my current one a bit easier, and I am very excited about that, because it means that's going to save me a lot of time and energy of weaving additional rows of things. I've got a lot of work to do to make it, you know, to get it to the point where it properly fits in with my current project, but yeah, you know, just anything that I've already done is thumbs up good by me, for making it less work for me. I don't know. I'm excited to play Slay the Princess today, though. We're going to finish up our current run. I've got 2 more princesses and a boss fight to go for. And I know one of the princesses that I want to do, but I'm gonna be honest, I cannot for the life of me figure out what the other one I wanted to do is. So yeah, we're gonna be trying to figure that one out. Yeah, I'll have to review the list of princesses and see which one I was intending for that. Anyways, that's the end of our intro section, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. I'm gonna turn on game audio. Let me just make sure that, yeah, okay, that looks like it's these. I'll turn up a little bit more. The music's nice. I like the music. Okay. Hold on. I do just really quick want to run through the princesses that I have yet to do. I have yet to bring the beast to the long quiet. I feel like the beast is one that we're gonna want to do, but I feel like there's a version of the princess or 2 that I'm missing, because there are some locked achievements still on Steam for me. 3 hidden achievements. I might just really quick. Oh! Oh, it's the prisoner! Oh! Oh, it's the prisoner. I like the prisoner. We can go talk to the prisoner. Learned how to rematch on Steam Deck as I corrupted mine whilst trying to dual boot Windows. Goodness. That sounds like quite the process, Penny. I'm sorry that yours got corrupted, but I'm glad you're learning new things. That's pretty neat. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and change the scene. 3, 2, 1, and pop! Alright, here we are in Slay the Princess. We are going to load up our last game that we played. This is where we are. Oh, look at the Eye of the Needle, sorry. I love the Eye of the Needle. That's so fun. Love her. Anyway, yeah, let's go talk to the beast.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I booted the recovery tool needed in the guide and double-click the re-image Steam Deck shortcut on the desktop. Yeah, you're just saying words to me. I'm sure if I saw what you were doing, it might start to make sense, but But yeah, just looking at words, I'm like, yeah. Anyways, this is, as always, a really iconic opening. And within 10 minutes, I was back to fully functional Stimos install. Nice. Seems convenient then. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go to the cabin, you know? Always a
You
cabin
make your way
enjoyer.
up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
The pristine blade. I was expecting imaging a 1 terabyte drive to take longer than 3 minutes. The rest was set up. Goodness, that does seem fast. 3 minutes is not a lot of time, and I know a terabyte is rather large.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We are not going to take the blade, we are going to go to the beast.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
So true.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's see. Ooh, do I want to say anything? Let's say, let's continue down the stairs. Let's just continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Oh, there goes Candy Bot telling me to drink some water. Now to use my tower PC with inverse temperature issues. Hooray! Temperature issues! Everyone's favorite thing.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Oh, hi, princess. Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Hi, princess. Let's see. Let's see. Aw, hi, princess. Look at them big ol' eyes. Like it runs so cool, actually makes the room colder when it's on. Oh, wait, really? How would that even work? So coming stream and was pleasantly surprised. Hi, friend. Yeah, sorry I've been gone so much lately. I've been very busy IRL, unfortunately. But now I am less busy and I can actually be here. Fans. Yeah, I guess. I just... There's have to be some really powerful fans. I feel like fans don't usually have that much of an effect. Let's see... I do always like the dialogue option. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating? Or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. that's hardly relevant.
It's so relevant, and no one's saying anything about this.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
It's me and the hero against the world. Let's see. Let's just go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going?
Oh,
You
princess.
can't just leave me here.
Only the GPU gives me temps, but runs at 25 degrees Celsius, and I think it's for the CPU. It's and do you, Radeon? You're saying words again.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Yeah.
She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you.
Somehow I don't think she's bluffing.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Basically, I had to keep out the CPU, but the GPU is pretty gosh darn cold. Alright then. Alright. Alright.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess
That's sus.
sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Oh, we got scared of her, so the environment got affected. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over?
Oh, you coward!
I've never taken this dialogue option. I want to see what's happening.
No, I don't think we can.
Hi,
Why
princess.
don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
This seems to actually be cooling my laptop at the air. Is it around 55 degrees Celsius instead of the normal 80 to 100? Whoosh! Well, alright, that is, that's very impressive.
Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Come on out, let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Bad news, it's right where my legs are. Oh, so your legs are getting cooled as well? Let's, venture into the shadows.
You step into the shadows. Too
Oh,
late,
here
you
we
hear
go.
the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the
Ouchie.
taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. My shorts, my legs are freezing. Ah, rip.
Her ferocity
Hi,
overwhelms
princess.
you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade.
Ah,
It slips
do,
from your
do be
hand.
like that
Your
sometimes.
one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Oh man.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
What? So I'm
Everything
dead,
goes
whatever.
dark, and you die.
Who cares? I'm dead. Sure, whatever. Chapter 2, The Beast. I've got no internet on it. Oof.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh my gosh, it'll be the end of the world. Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Oh, hunted, hello. Contingency plan number 1, Ethernet from laptop. Laptop gets the Wi-Fi and sends a signal through the Ethernet. Okay. Seems reasonable.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Yeah, sure, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Corvigay, hello, hi. Good morning, Gamer Nation. I'm so sleepy. Aw, bless. Big eepy hours out here. Yes, hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? I am gonna try and see if I can bring the beast to the Long Quiet. I've never attempted that before, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take a contingency save in a minute when we go to take the blade or not.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
I don't know about that.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. It worked. Yay! Contingency plan number 1 for real. Let's proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This reminds me that I want to go talk to the Spectre again sometime. Thanks for doing Cable and Linux Networking Options Jank Lords. 07 Linux Networking Option Jank Lords.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, we are going to take a save right here so that I can get back to it if I mess up. I'm going to just enter the basement. I'm not going to take the blade.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk.
I love it when the hunted calls the pristine blade the steel claw.
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
Oh boy.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Oh boy.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Time to put Windows on this USB. Yeah, I guess yep, time to just put Windows on a USB, I guess.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Really?
She sounds almost feral.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Impatient. Or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Wish I had those thigh highs around now. That would be convenient with the inverse temperature issues PC tower.
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever.
Oh boy.
You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
No, the princess is right there.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
No, she's right there.
You see
Oh,
only
she's
a
no longer
flash
right
of the
there.
princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Folks, she is no longer there.
Remember, she's just a princess.
Okay, so it's funny when the narrator's like, remember, she's just a princess, but he's trying to help. Because if we think that she's just a princess, then she will be.
She is certainly not just a princess.
We've already got the hero a part of us that firmly believes that she's not just a princess.
You're not helping.
And the hero isn't. The hero isn't helping.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between
There
the
she is.
leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
Hi, ma'am.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
See, I do think that saying something would be interesting here, but I do think that is a one-way ticket to just getting eaten. So I think I am going to move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
Don't have anything to wear that covers all of your legs. Rip.
In an instant, she's
There she
pounced on
is.
the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can
There she
blink,
goes.
she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Ah, man, yeah.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
There she is.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
Oh boy.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
7. Alright, so
Don't ask her what she wants. Just run for the blade upstairs and slay her with it.
I'm trying to figure out how to bring the beast to the Long Quiet. I'm trying to figure out what options I have. I was hoping that saying like, "What if I help you out of here?" would have unlocked like some dialogue options that maybe would have led to us being able to leave. But kind of seems like that's not going to be the case. So now I'm wondering if. Oh man, okay.
Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
The narrator's trying so hard to help me here.
She is clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
I do kind of. I think it'd be kind of fun to play dead. I've never played dead before. I would like to try that.
We're playing dead.
Yeah, we're playing dead.
It's unexpected. It could work. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you collapse to the ground, feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then silence, only broken by the sound of your beating heart.
Got an achievement that was just a little opossum looking up at me with big ol' eyes.
It actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead? She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths
hi,
are
ma'am.
hot and oppressive against your skin.
Hi, ma'am.
Have
Oh.
you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling.
Oh boy.
They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
What big ol' eyes? You haven't kissed her? Disarming. That's so true. If I kissed her, she wouldn't expect it. No one would expect this.
Move, now! But
think
it's too
it's-
late
yeah.
for you to move. Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole.
Ah, man, no one would have expected the kiss there.
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no, this isn't it.
Yippee!
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you.
Oh boy.
Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Currently under the blanket, so it flashes the ESP. Blankets is a good place to be if you've got inverse temperature issues.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
Kind of
The
hot.
flesh around you
Sorry,
rumbles
whoa,
as
who
the
said
princess
that?
begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning
man.
grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Is this how it feels to have AC? I think so. Yeah. I mean, in my experiences with AC, yeah, having cool temperatures. New Americans are insane. Hold on, I gotta do some math. What temperature did you say it was? 25 degrees Celsius? I gotta check what temperature that is. Hold on. That's 77 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's like normal. Yeah. I know a lot of people set their thermostats to like 70 in the summer, which I think is crazy. That's entirely too cold for just daily living. But yeah, I guess Penny, congratulations. You're now experiencing the experience of having AC. It's kind of, I think when it's not blowing air directly on you, when it's just like an ambient temperature in the air, it's pretty nice.
But you don't belong down here.
Oh boy.
You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
Again, dare I say, kind of hot.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her.
Oh boy.
Her chains. She's loose.
You know she
But
is.
even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Again, the philosophical implications of this monologue in particular are wild. I was never going to America to begin with, though now I'm never going to America. I don't quite understand your issue with the slightly cooler temperatures, but okay.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
Oh.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison.
Admittedly still a prison.
I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Aw, we can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
No.
We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Oh, Huh. I would like to try being digested alive, which is a sentence that I don't think I've ever considered saying. But I want to ask her some questions. Can you talk to the cabin?
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
You could have asked me before swallowing me alive.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
Ah, rip to me
Your
then.
body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slough from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
You're talking right now? Well, you know, it is what it is. You need me to want to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here.
Every creature craves freedom. You will too before you die.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slough from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
Ouch.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
No, I do still, I want to just because I want, no, I don't want to say that, but I don't want to claw and bite. I will say, fine, you can leave.
Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then...
What? This would be fine if I wasn't in super light clothes. Mm-hmm. That gosh darn temperature change.
It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Oh, you can feel a churning in the forms around you, then a wet tunneling before you're ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Oh man, hi ma'am. Hi princess.
This place is cold.
Look at her feetsies. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love her. Oh man. But before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me, we've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice.
I want to go talk to the beast in the long quiet. Okay, approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Oh boy. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Oh, there she is. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Oh, look at her.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Oh my gosh. Hi, princess. Hi. Am I downloading in Windows 10 ISO? I already have one on USB and I have ISO flashing tools installed. That's a good question. Why are you doing it then? Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Is the issue? Ah, rip.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and they're people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
I'm literally always saying this. The draw of the USB is blocked by the PC and the plug is too short to move it. Unfortunate. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart.
Got it with my thin arms? Nice. Hi,
She
princess.
wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice.
Oh, she's so neat.
Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
She's so cool. I love you, Beast. Okay. Last stage for completion. I mean, I think let's go. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh boy.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I brought the beast to her. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
She's only a voice. Shifty Man has voices just like us. Hey, yo! Hey! I've never thought of it that way, but... Yeah. We've got all the different versions of ourselves that the voices... Sorry, I'm yawning for no good reason. We've got all the different versions of ourselves in the voices, but she's got all the different princesses. Oh, that's fun. I can customize the install space, disable data collection 100%. I'm in. Nice.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Chat, I need to decide which princess we're heading towards. First of all, let's continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I don't want BitLocker encryption because the encrypted dual boot sounds like a pain. Certainly, of course, yeah, absolutely sounds like a pain.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's proceed into the cabin. Which princess are we gonna go see? Oh, I don't know.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yo, pristine blade. You gotta love a pristine blade. I'm going to drink some water. Is water very tasty? Yeah, we need to figure out which princess we're going to go see. Let me check if I can determine some routes that I haven't done yet. I check the achievements on Steam and see which ones I'm missing, and that'll tell me some routes. Let's see. Oh, I could do the nightmare. I could do the wraith. I could do I mean the prisoner, I think. The prisoner's an option. Yeah, I think those are the main three for me at the moment. The ones I haven't done. Or the ones I haven't done that I can reach. Let's see. I mean, we could go talk to the prisoner. I
The
do
blade
like the
is
prisoner.
your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You're going to take the blade. Oh, or I could do the deconstructed damsel. I could do deconstructed damsel. I kind of want to do deconstructed damsel. Let us enter the basement. Deconstructed damsel or prisoner. I want to do the prisoner at a time I can talk to the Long Quiet about her. But I also... Have I talked to the Long Quiet about the deconstructed damsel? I can't remember. Oh my gosh, there's so many options. Let's take the blade. Does Corvigay miss a single Slay the Princess stream? I don't think so. I think Corvigay is in it to win it on Slay the Princess.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
You went
The
from an
air
oppressive
feels
place.
heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
You went a hint of rot.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her
True,
voice
I guess, probably,
carries
maybe.
up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hi.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Hi, ma'am.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs
Hi.
and lock eyes with the princess.
There she is.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
No, you have not missed a single stream? Mm-hmm.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk. What? No way, why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The
Man.
blade. Of
Ah,
course she doesn't
man.
want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Oh boy.
Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Me, when I walk downstairs with a knife, I'm like, why would you think I'm here to kill you? Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah, probably.
Against your better judgment,
Hi.
you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Hi, ma'am. Check gen. I'll take a look. Timing for this question to appear. What's the average climate in your area? Hot, warm, average, cool, cold. Indeed. Indeed, it do be like that.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I am when I cut her out of here.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
So true. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Hero based. Hero based.
Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here.
I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Oh, I love her. Oh, she's fantastic. Okay, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
She doesn't have a name. She's just the princess because she's a god. Okay, sorry. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
Mm-hmm.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Sorry, one of my roommates has a really loud voice, and sometimes they're talking a little too close to a little too close here, and I gotta be really careful with volume. I like the loading spinning in Windows is just a font. There's no actual animation. Oh, neat. Ah, that face.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Of course she's suggesting what I think she's suggesting. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Well, how long have any of us been here? Do you know I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
What? Oh, okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
Sorry.
You
texting
know
also.
why
Look.
you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
No, I just love
You
her.
walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Well, I
Doubtful.
think about that.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah, I don't think there is a key. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
I can just the dispassionate way she says it. Oh, I love her.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
As much as I can turn the icifier off. I think it's so funky how, yeah, like 25 degrees is really cold to you.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
A click of a lock. I've returned. Hey, welcome back, friend.
Is someone else here?
We're going to return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Oh gosh, wait, hang on. Hold on, sorry. It was that? Whoa. There's weather. There's weather happening. Oh man. Oh man, it is weathering out there. Sorry. Big wind. Big wind out here. Corby, hi friend. Welcome in. It's on the GPU where heat is being generated to it. Only output's cold. Wild and I'm just saying wild and yeah, it's weathering here.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Sleeping a little bit, we ball out, putting up an essay for school. It's that gosh darn procrastination nation.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yes, ma'am. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Oh boy, howdy. Still with the essay? You said choose your topic. I have no opinions on normal things. Yeah, I hate it when they just say choose your topic, and I'm like, but maybe a little guidance just as a treat.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
The anime eyes with the arm being sliced open. She's so pretty. I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me, right? Gonna stand gay corvids? Oh my gosh, that would be incredible. So I gotta make up something to pretend, or hope the green professor likes really weird concepts. Yeah.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Yeah.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Forget I say about gay corvids. It would be pretty neat. Skedaddle? Yeah, I would like to skedaddle.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
The narrator's being cringe.
Watch me.
And a hater. See, I have no options to actually say the princess here because I believe that would lead us to the tower or the adversary. All I can do is warn her, which is great because that's what I want to do anyway.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Red text.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Shut up. Again, can't say the princess, all I can do is resist. They want one of those compare, contrast, or problem solution type essays is the main issue. Essay moment. An essay about would be if human imitating capital essay was a thing. It was just like someone reference. Well, I'm not sure what the compare contrast would be on that.
The blade. Move the blade.
Nah.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll make this quick.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Appreciate it. Thumbs up, smiley face. I think I had to give a problem solution that doesn't get me marked as a communist. Yeah, that's the problem. Is they're like, let's talk about a problem, and I'm like, the solution is universal healthcare.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Yeah, I'm having a fantastic time. The prisoner... What happens if I don't bring the knife?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm gonna solve capitalism however it's gotta happen. So like, 07 Conrad, Problem, world hunger, solution, cannibalism. Could be neat. Just submit a modest proposal and hope they don't notice. Okay. Yeah, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yes, don't believe a word she says.
Skeptic!
Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink. Wink. Hi, Skeptic. I suppose I got earned something on public library funding. Ooh, that could be neat.
Did you just say wink out loud?
What?
No, I didn't. Wink.
What?
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Oof.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Oh man, this is a prison.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
New modern age genetics and biotechnology is really good, however it can be a double-edged sword. But that sounds like it would require a lot of research to do a paper on that.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We are going to save here, just in case I mess up. Solution: Jurassic Botanical Garden. Jurassic Botanical Garden! I'm always saying this. We are going to enter the basement. I want to see what happens if I don't bring the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Dang it!
We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Gosh darn it, Skeptic.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her.
She is a prisoner
Which you
here.
won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
To be fair, she is a prisoner here.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get to stay here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Plagiarism? Wait, what? Plagiarism?
Don't worry about it. We have a knife,
Pew, pew,
so
pew,
what?
pew, pew,
It's not
pew,
that we
pew.
have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
What a way to start a librarian career. Just plagiarism. You're like, ah yes, I want to be a librarian, therefore plagiarism.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I love that she's a red text princess. By the way, come be looking absolutely gorgeous. Just saying, oh, thank you. Thank you. I need to get a haircut because I keep just putting my hair up. But I've also recently discovered that my hair is now long enough to do high ponytails. So it's kind of a... It's kind of a toss-up because on one hand I'm like, oh man, my hair is so long, but on the other hand, high ponytails? I love high ponytails. Hit install on Windows. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Answers in the description. Yo, we love
I wonder
sources.
what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
You walk down the
there
stairs
she
and
is.
lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Fun. Yep. That's good. Nice. I don't give off biology nerd vibes, don't I? On occasion you do, yeah. Many times, you know, with the things you talk about with biology. It means I successfully got the installer to install. Oh, that's nice. We love to see it. I've just realized, so there's always a second chain but it usually never like actually has a manacle attached to it. That's probably symbolic of us being chained here as well, huh? Be kind of hot to get locked in with her. Whoa, who said that? Gotta make it an everyday thing rather than an occasional one. Heck yeah. I mean, you know my thoughts on talking about degrees and interests and stuff.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Thinking about degree counter when? When will we start counting Chatby's degrees? This is the step I was just on? Oh, whoa. Interesting.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Again, she's a red text princess. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Yes, ma'am.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yes, ma'am, of course. Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
The problem is that I really just want to free her. I really just want to free her, but I've already done that. There's gotta be a different route that I'm supposed to take here. So I have to ignore my Bruno. Oh, it's a screen built for tablets, so I think it's not rotated correctly, so I have to ignore my Bruno moving the mask because going up and down goes side to side. Oof. Real close and personal. My intentions are to start a rock band with you, Your Highness. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool! We're gonna put on the greatest talent show this town has ever seen.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
We're gonna put on the greatest talent show this town has ever seen.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me.
Oh, she's so
But I
pretty.
don't think that's in either of our best interests.
No, biologically speaking, yeah. She's so pretty. How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too. Logically speaking, a person can survive being without their head. Yeah, they just need oxygen to their brain and stuff.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Your body's able to do 97% of the essential things you need to stay alive. Oh, so when you say person, are you talking the head or the body?
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Now for sideways window setup. Sideways window setup time.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Your brain isn't necessary itself, however, it's just has to be connected by something, because if you disconnect it, the body shuts down, even if it can sustain itself. Wilden. Lock yourself in? Could be hot. Okay, admittedly, it could be hot. I think probably, yeah, we're gonna lock ourselves in. Keyboard is the way to go. I cannot mouse this. Me when I cannot mouse this.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The
Shut up,
pros
narrator.
are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
I love that she's a red text princess. Oh, I'll do ho-ho. It's because the brain puts out neurological signals, sorry, that keeps it going for days after death. So for a few days after death, the brain is still active. Wilden. Yeah, well, come on in. We're doing some dates with my girlfriend.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Oof. Unfortunate. In fact, the brain creates its own energies. Also, it keeps alive. I'm talking about the body, though, not the head. We're Wilden. Laptop Wi-Fi gave up. No, not the laptop Wi-Fi.
And now you're back.
That's so true. I am back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
So I have it connected to my phone via USB to provide a wired internet. Goodness. Laptop Wi-Fi be like, that is what it says. Wired equals OP what? Oh, wireless to wired. Yeah, okay, yeah. The concern doing a silly one. Problem. Car crash rate. Solution. Convoluted reinvention of public transport. Like it's satire kinda. Might be too deep for what they want though. I'm a big public transit enjoyer just in general. I feel like there should be more commuter rail in the United States. Something not many understand, that in theory it's possible to revive the body if the head is reattached in time. That's... Now there's a thought.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
So you've already been here.
Shut up,
As
narrator.
much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Shut up, narrator. Create a memorable password. Secret 69. Teachers do not appreciate jokes or satire. Yeah, I mean, unless they're specifically looking for it, in which case sometimes they're cool.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing.
Shut up,
Obvious.
narrator.
And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck.
And this one that actually uses that password. What the heck?
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
But the narrator couldn't tell us any of this because just us knowing that the way that we perceive the princess changes her is... Oh my gosh, yeah, okay.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
Kinda, yeah. Oh, and there goes Candy about telling me to drink some water.
I never said I wasn't.
Ooh, roasted!
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might
Water
not be the
consumed.
first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
But I can't remember everything.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
I wonder if she hears narrator, or if she's just wondering why we're just talking to ourselves. She doesn't hear the narrator, and she actually can't hear us talking to ourselves. The voices are just in our head. Both the narrator and the ones that are the voices. It's all just in our head. As far as she's aware, we're just sort of sitting here staring at her.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
And because the way that I perceive things changes it physically. Oh, it's so fun.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, You need to accept that.
But it's too late.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Show I'm watching just did a reveal where the two men that are torturing a guy for information are actually just one guy and the other one is a hallucination of his dead friend. And you rewatch and realize the person only ever talks to one of them and looks scared whenever they talk to each other. Very cool concept. That's a very cool concept. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, I like that. Oh, I really like that a lot. I'm into Windows now. Nice, Penny. But yeah, I love things. Okay, I've got such a deep love for anything where like stuff is happening and then you receive more information and it recontextualizes everything that happened previous. I'm a sucker for that. I love that kind of stuff. And just saying some rotated. Oh, so you don't have to go sideways anymore. That's nice. Reminds me of a catharsis I tried. Ayo.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yeah, she can't hear it. That other chain on the wall. Who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Yeah, alright.
Maybe it'll fit.
Ah, her face.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Alright then. Let's inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
No, we're gonna do it.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Yeah.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Cause I wanna. Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Kinda hot.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
So this is not phone to laptop, Ethernet, Steam Deck, goodness.
He isn't.
I am.
Inspect the shackle, yeah.
Against your better judgment,
Hi,
you
princess.
approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
Look at her. Hi, princess. We haven't seen her from this angle yet. This isn't sexy enough on your neck. Whoa, said that. Whoa, said that. Oh, gosh, bot. Hey, Penny, do you wanna... Penny, do you wanna... There we go. Oh, or friend. Friend got it. Thank you. Be gone, bot. Be gone. Did you see that? Nah, don't worry. Friend got it. Psychic blast. Alright. Sorry, just look at her. It's just something I could put in my Ethernet as it got banned. Yeah, friend was very fast with it. Thank you. Appreciate that, friend.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Maybe.
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine.
Oh.
As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Oh my gosh, hi. Yeah.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your
boy.
blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Ah, man. My blade. My pristine
excuse me?
blade. Ah, gosh darn it.
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
They took my pristine blade. Ah.
Yes.
Prison's mind, become your own jailer. Look at her! She's so pretty! She's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I bet she could reach the blade. If she, like, stretched out to the furthest limits of her chains and then, like, used a foot to pull it in closer. Could be neat. Could be kind of hot.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Look at her. Basically, so that's husband and wife. James and Jane both love each other a lot, but James has dementia, Alzheimer's, and schizophrenia all at once. However, Jane's really loving and caring, so she always makes sure he's medicated and well looked after. For one day, he takes his last pill and goes to job and comes back and he hallucinates texting Jane, and she says she has his pills when in reality she didn't. A lot of stuff happens in the end. James ends up shooting Jane, which is honestly so heartbreaking. Goodness, that's a lot, yeah. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Look at her! Sorry. Whoa, sorry. I got distracted. She's so pretty. I love the prisoner.
What are we supposed to do now?
Look at her.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Guess I'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Hot?
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
Oh,
No,
you know.
that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Oh, Skeptic might be onto something. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
It's honestly such a nightmare fuel, though. Yeah, no, that sounds big spooky. Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
But not actually use for tablet mode windows? Yo. Yeah. Tuesday realizes that he himself shot her. That's really sad, yeah. Me and the princess just sitting here like, yep.
This is so boring.
It's all very heartbreaking and like sad. It does sound like a very sad story.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
She can reach the knife.
But there isn't. Time passes.
Ooh.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
He's back to Goofy Goober. Me when... Oh my gosh, that's how I am all the time. Where I'm like, hey, do you guys want to know something? I'll talk about like the saddest, most heart-wrenching story, and I'll be like, anyways, Goofy Goober time. Oh, insults even instant 200 megabyte update. And are you updating Steam? Yeah. Like you always need updates, I swear. Steam really do be updating all the time.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
And we're kind of just vibing,
She's
though.
not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Shut up, we're having a great time.
How exactly does that work?
We're having a wonderful date right now. I don't know why the narrator's making a big deal out of this.
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Oh boy.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
See, that's the fun thing about the narrator saying stuff like, and then time passes, where we can't be sure that time actually does pass. There's nothing to indicate time passing at all. We're just sort of here and we're told that it's something else. See the world from Jane's perspectives too. It's a big story and seeing do stuff from hallucinations and affecting ARL stuff, and the inevitable happens. Storytelling, am I right? Well,
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there.
oh,
But then they get larger and larger.
now we are getting signs of time passing. Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
I don't think this is small talk.
Still rude.
I guess continue to wait in silence. Yeah. Oh.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah. Autism Date TBH, yeah, we're just sitting here in silence, and it's great for me, honestly. Salt's demon, now the whole controller has been mapped. Nice.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh. Wait, where'd the plate
Even
go?
more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both.
Where'd my plate go?
Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then
Oh boy. Oh, the narrator it sounds like the narrator just got yoinked.
and
I think he's gone.
The long quiet is creeping in around the edges.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Oh, that's so funky. Oh my gosh. I mean, she's right. We both made it out of the cabin. Like, we're still stuck here, but we're out of the cabin and nothing bad happened. I guess, yeah, the narrator's power just ran out.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Huh. Oh, that's funky. Oh, that's real funky. Oh my gosh. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Yeah, we just waited out the power of the construct to hold us. That's so wild.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
If nothing could happen to reset the cycle and to reinforce the cabin, then yeah, over time the two of us just can't be held back. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. I've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
She's on the other side, so of course it'll be okay. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Restarted it and verified SteamOS still works, but strangely Windows is now the primary boot. Huh. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Starting Windows for only 2 games would like SteamOS to be to be primary. Oof. Oh, here we go, the narrator. Okay, I want to... It's always hard navigating the narrator's dialogue tree. I keep trying to find, like, more information about his plan and what happened, but we have to dig pretty deep for that. What is this place? Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world.
If you're a birdman and the narrator construct creator is a crow guy, does that mean he created God in his image? His weapon, his hand of death? Oh. That would be kind of metal, actually. I don't know for sure the answer to that, but that would be pretty metal.
But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh boy. Let's see. And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even. I'm quiet. At least I'm a hot lizard rat bird man. Whatever. I'm a bird. I'm a bird man. I'm a little bird guy. You'll see in the boss fight, that she calls us little bird. She does call us little bird sometimes. Okay, want to do install guide on how to get Clover Dual Boot Manager so I get a choice whenever I turn on instead of having to hold volume down while booting to enter. Oh my gosh. And fledgling, she does also call us that. We are Birdman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Sorry, I had roommates outside the door again. Let's see. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times.
You haven't. You've flirted with dying. You've played pretend. But your consciousness is an unbroken stream.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, what else do we have? And how do you know everybody else doesn't experience death the way I do?
They obviously don't. You experience death the way you do by design, and by your unique nature.
Let's see. What else have we got with that? I think you're wrong. I don't think dying is bad at all, and you're just making all this up as you go.
If you really want to waste valuable time telling me I'm wrong, and we both know I'm not, then that's your prerogative.
Oh, the narrator's so small. He's so small in the end. Let's see. How am I supposed to rid the world of death?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
The fact that you can't see how terrifying that is. So hot bird man? Yeah, we're a hot bird man. It's great we're a hot bird man. Let's see what else we've got. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
I should make me a bird persona. I hope it's not a real bird, only myth. Yeah, you should do it. That sounds neat.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Oof. Let's step it down. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me.
You are you. And if you had let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Minus half-bird. Burp moment. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. My time is up. I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin, one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Oh, here she comes! Here she comes! Hi.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hi.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. I've already had these conversations with her. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Because it was a jagged tear. We have parts of, yeah. Like that the god of undeath and unchange is called the Long Quiet, a world that is eternal and silent and still. Yeah, it's the aesthetic is amazing with it, where she's the shifting mound, constantly changing, constantly evolving and working towards something new. Then me's the Long Quiet, when she's like ever the passive player, but it's in your nature. Yeah, because you know, I'm the god of not changing. I don't know. Yeah, undeath and unchange. It's so fun.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Then so be it.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
That's me.
Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence. And it was through that need that you carved our freedom.
Look at her! She's affecting your cause. Even when you take action, there's a constant element of what will this do to me? The two of us were a cycle. Sorry, I'm in love with her. Whoa. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Look at her. I love the prisoner so much.
Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite.
And she's so right about that.
Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
Address this vessel statement directly. That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
Oh,
You are the beast. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring.
kind of hot. The
But
beast.
even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion.
Oh, I love the beast.
But the outcome
Look at
of
her.
an act matters more than its intentions. There's a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things.
And she's so, and the fact that we experience every possible horrific, painful death there is before we decide it's worth it. So I'm so normal about this game. I'm so normal about the way that this game talks about life and death and change and pain and suffering. Whoa. Whoa.
A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Pop off. Address this vessel statement directly. Without desire, we have no need for relationships. We'd all be alone. So without desire, we have no need for relationships. We would all be alone. But if we had no desires, would being alone be so bad? Can I use eating me to prove that you're right? No, she can do whatever she wants. But my intentions do matter. I only free to save myself. No, I think with me, it's the fact that there are multiple universes and timelines. Yeah, it's again the fact that we have to get to know her in so many ways before we can actually understand each other. Right, without desire, we have no need for relationships. We would all be alone. Eating me was the most righteous ever, but she was based for that. I refuse to use it in the argument like that.
And it is through those desires that each of us found the other. And it is through each other that we will find our freedom.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back.
I love the Eye of the Needle.
You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new. Somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps.
Look at her, and look, she's got a version like on her back, like trying to pull her back, but she's straining towards it. Sorry, I love the Eye of the Needle.
There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenge is to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
She's really based. Address this vessel statement directly. We both become better for what we've been through, haven't we? All obstacles are equal. Can we not exist in the absence of cruelty and pain? I fought you to protect others, not better myself. She wants to fight us like adversary, but the cage is too small and we let her out into the open so we could fight. Yeah. If she was holding herself back by trying to stay in the cave. We needed to both move. We both needed to progress and move forward and find a more wide open space so that we could fight. Sorry, I love her. Whoa. Also, Candybot wants me to drink some water, so I will get water. We both become better for what we've been through, haven't we?
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then.
You are nothing.
The
A
tower.
black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark.
Oh, look at me. I'm such a little guy. Hey, hi, Tower. Hi, Tower. I'm twirling my hair and blushing. Hi, Tower. Look, I'm a little guy and oh.
When I
Hi.
proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, You gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
I'm still so in love with the way that the tower is drawn, with the shadows in her hair being so bright white.
Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
She's so right about that. Oh man. Address this Festus statement directly. I missed when that was used to make you as a mistake. I destroyed it if I knew what you weren't. You can submit your own ego. I'm gonna go ahead and say I missed when that was you.
My threads, like yours, are unbroken. She is me as much as I was her.
So true.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
The witch. Hi, my beloved. Us down there in the basement of the cabin, both like dying from our inability to trust each other, was I still haven't recovered. It was in her nature.
But forever is not forever.
Hi.
I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time.
Hi, ma'am. I love the witch.
To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Look at her. She's doing a little spring to pounce. Girl Nation, me and my cats is in crisis today. Neighborhood dog barking festival. No, this is so sad. Why do they do this to you? Address this vessel statement directly. If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. What more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have been better. I do think with time, we could have been better.
And there is always time.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
The love in her eyes as she looks at us and says that. I can't. You guys, I can't. It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above all. What do you think happens if we leave here? How do we leave? We're on to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let it happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. You're clearly yourself. I do think, yeah, like, you've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. It's in Our Nature is actually the name of the song played when you visit the witch. Hi, by the way. Hi, Lilium Atherton. I hope I pronounced your name somewhat correct at all. That's fantastic. Thank you for this knowledge. I love the witch so much. It was in our nature. But yes, hi, welcome in. I'm in love with the princess, so that's how it's going. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Hero!
you don't have to do it alone.
Hi, Hero! You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here.
Hi, Hero! I'm not sure what it says philosophically, but it's interesting that, as far as I know, there isn't an ending where she destroys you, even though there are endings where we destroy her. Even though she contains death, the whole nothing can't exist thing. Yeah, I think in all the endings where I die, everything just resets. It always has to be either her ending or us both mutually ending. You're right, because I can't think of it. No, wait, hold on. The den. Remember when the den eats us? That's an ending where she destroys us. It's complicated. I like the thought that you're having there. I mean, final endings, not specific princesses. Oh, you're saying there's not an ending where we lose. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know if there is an ending where we lose. Maybe that's the new ending that they're adding in the Pristine cut. I don't know.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
If there's anything sort of where we both lose? Okay. No spoilers, please. Interesting. I argue we do lose, but there's not one where the Shifting Mount escapes by destroying the Long Quiet.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Let's go! I mean, to be honest, would there be a world where she does destroy us? Because part of the thing about the princess is that she's as much in love with us as we are without her. Or, as we are with her, sorry. At least, at least as much in love with her as I am. So I don't know that there would be a world where she would want to destroy us, but I don't know. She would be chaos, I believe. Yeah, transformation without anyone to guide what to transform into. Yeah, constant change, unending, no stillness or reprieve. It would kind of maybe be the same. No, not the same as if nothing changed, but it's like if everything changes, then it's still torture, I guess. Being in love with her, we still destroy her in some endings. Well, I'd like to not think about that. I always try to pretend I'm not in love with her during those endings. I agree it would be a bad ending, but I just find it interesting that they'll add an ending like that in a patch where there's some hidden philosophy on that.
And here we are.
Oh, sorry.
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
But just find it interesting that either they'll add an ending like that in a patch or there's some hidden philosophy that I'm not thinking of. Yeah, I think that is absolutely worth further thought and consideration on the subject.
Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that, for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Yeah, I think I did.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
We are not going to take the blade. We are going to enter the basement. She once said as an entity, dying is a fair price to gain the perspectives. So true.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah, I do remember.
I don't know what you want for us.
Hi.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down the stairs.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
But profound destruction doesn't bring her any more vessels.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Oh, is she different? If I'd taken the blade the first time, would she be different now? Huh. I'm gonna have to, on the next playthrough, I'm gonna have to start with one where we bring the blade. I want to see about that. No chains? Oh my gosh, you're so right, no chains! Oh, to be clear, I love her and I want to hold her hand in every universe. This is a bit different. Neat. Oh, I'll have to try that. To clarify, this is not my first playthrough. This is like my 5th or 6th at this point. I've just been saving the endings where you talk to her as immortal for later. I just pledged myself. To be clear, I've been here a lot, or like I've played this game a lot. I just haven't done these endings yet. Don't worry about it. Sit with her. Hi, it's so good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you. So I don't think there's much we can spoil to you anymore, but there's some less visited corners here and there. Yeah, some less visited corners. Like, I haven't done the ending where you bring the stranger to her 5 times. And then, I don't know, there's, yeah, like little bits and bobs and pieces everywhere. Dangerous sentence. Mm-hmm. Less visited corners. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
No, I'm sorry too. We've done a lot to each other. Like, a lot. But I still like you. And hopefully you still like me.
Oh, I love her. We've done a lot to each other, like, a lot. Yeah.
We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
This message is always different depending on your first playthrough. Yeah, okay. Oh, like this, the message of what we say when we hurt each other? Like, is there a different one for every single princess, for every different iteration of her? Goodness, that's a lot.
You know, when she puts it like that...
It's exactly wow. I think I say pretty in hand, all things considered. All things considered, it was decently tame this time around. Are you the same as you are out there?
I am she, as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything.
We're into it. We're into it, you know? Yeah.
I had you there for a second, didn't I?
Yeah, when she put on the shifting mound voice, I was I love the work they do with the voices in this game. It's so you can tell which different versions of her and then her now as opposed to the shifting mound.
I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different. I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
Oh man. Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with.
The princess.
I know I've changed a few times, but so have you. And you're still real to me.
You're still real to me. Sorry, I'm in love with her. So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess, if you want.
What did we do first this time around? Is this damsel? This was witch. We did witch first.
You know, you never told me your name.
I'm fine with the long quiet. I don't think I have one either, or shrug. My girl, yeah. I'm fine with the long quiet.
Quiet it is.
Oh, quiet.
Not hero. Oh well, quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
We've always been a little quiet. None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side, and we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
Oh man, I do prefer Hero. Yeah, but then we could get confused with the voice of the hero. So I get it. I do think Hero is maybe a better thematically. I don't know, but I'm fine with Quiet. I like to think Quiet is a cute nickname if you take into account we take like 30 full seconds to answer every question she asks. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair and reasonable.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
sometimes even more with all those voices bickering in our head. Yeah, we're just sitting there as the voices in the narrator are going on like a full exploration of like, well, why didn't you tell us anything? And she's just watching us like stare at her. I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
She's silently expecting my parents are thinking, okay, guys, kind of quiet, that's fine. Guys, kind of quiet, that's us, we're the quiet. Okay, sorry. What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I want to walk through the cabin doors just as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know something new. Doesn't matter what it means. It matters that we're leaving together. That's all I want. I don't know where we'd go, but as long as it's not here and as long as I'm with you, that's all I want. I think. I don't know where we'd go, but as long as it's not here and as long as I'm with you, that's all I want.
I want that too.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Are you going to be okay, Lynn? Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to come? Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right, but I'll be okay.
Then take her hand, Boo. I did that before. I want to see different things. I want to have different experiences. I'll take her hand another time. I've still got more playthroughs to make it through.
I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Leave with the princess. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. And the stars outside? But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention sees her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet, she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps. No shifting mound outside? Yeah. Outside is what we want it to be, and I want it to be the outside. Oh, sorry. I want it to be the stars.
It's just a door.
Oh, sweetheart.
Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Nothing who's going to open it. Are you ready? None of us knows what it's going to be like out there. Or, of course I'm going to say I love you. I want to buy her cute t-shirts. Yeah. Of course I'm going to say I love you.
I love you too.
She's blushing now. I'm blushing. Oh my gosh. The blush. Oh! I love this game so much. I love when we get happy endings. That's real nice. I'm a big fan. Big fan, honestly. Oh man. Oh man. Every single time I think I'm like, yeah, well, I've already played this game, so surely it's not going to affect me as much as it has. What if the game was good? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? What if the game was really good? What if the game was just, was just fantastic, you know? Could be neat. Oh, you're right, it's in our nature. Me when it's in our nature. Ah. I really like this game. I really like this game quite a lot, you know? Just have we considered? I don't like small talk. Have we considered? What if a game was good? Okay. Alright. Okay. That was a good ending, y'all. I really quite enjoyed that. I like that quite a lot. More slang? Perhaps. Perhaps we could start our next playthrough. Let's return to the main menu. And yeah, let's pull up a new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's such a good opening line. It's so fantastic. Okay, I really quick want to just check and see what princess we want to be our heart this time. Because I would like to do one where we take the blade in the beginning. But then the question is where we go from there. I haven't done a run where we help the Wraith, but I don't know if I want the Wraith to be the heart. Oh man, okay. It's tricky. It's very tricky. I think I would love to see what the prisoner says as a heart, but we just did the prisoner. We just barely did that. Don't know if I want to do the Fury. The Eye of the Needle could be neat. I really like the Eye of the Needle. I'm a big Eye of the Needle enjoyer. We could do the ending where we could go for the ending where we take her bait and get just absolutely one-shot killed. The Razor's really fun. I like the Razor quite a lot. I'm a big Razor enjoyer. There's always the tower. There's always the... I still haven't managed to recreate my steps on the tower chapter that gets us to the point where we submit to her after having stabbed and dragged ourselves across the room. Do we like that? Do we like the idea of tower as the heart? I kind of want to give it a shot. I like the tower quite a bit. Alright, let's continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're just thinking about her. She's so good. Tower, I love you forever.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay,
We're not going to
alright.
go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about
Ignore him.
that.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. Me when I proceed into the cabin.
interior
Whoa.
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
The pristine blade.
The blade is your implement.
Boy.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You know, I've just come to the realization, do I know what happens if you don't warn the princess when the narrator tells you to kill her? I don't know if I want to explore right now on what that is, on what that path would take you to, but yeah, like, I know that you get the witch if you try and slay the princess after warning her, like, after helping her out of her chain, so I don't know what happens when you do it with a knife princess. I don't know, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Because I could see it going to either the tower or the adversary. I'm just not willing to make that gamble right
The
now.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air
Let's
feels
explore it
heavy
later.
and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hi!
She
It's
sounds
me.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
It's me!
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
So I keep pausing because I don't know what is with my roommates being loud today. But they are, it sounds like they're like right outside and just talking. But I don't want to be like, hey guys, keep it out, because that feels cringe. I don't know, this is their house too. So I was absent for a moment. Oh, no worries. I'm musing over the merits of being like, hey roommates, you're almost audible on, yeah, I might as well tell them, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
We are gonna be trying to find the tower.
You walk down the
Hi.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Hi!
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus
I
on the
bet she
task
is.
at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh well, I mean, I think you're gonna end up killing me, but whatever. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
The hero's. Oh, sorry. I love watching all the cause and effects. The hero saying she's right, we shouldn't, is what changes her to the point where she becomes dangerous.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
You're going to tighten our grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Yeah, you're right.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Luck. Thumbs up, smiley face.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, real blushing hours out here.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
She's already dangerous from our perception of her as a dangerous figure. Are you sure she's not harmed?
I'm positive.
Wants me to drink water. Okay, alright.
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I think at this point we should be fine to go for it. We'll end this alright. We'll end it one way or another, you know? Okay, let's slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately
No, it's
your
the
early
razor!
suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Aw, dang, I want tower. Let's rerun it. Let's rerun this out. I think if asking to make sure she's not armed, Of course that would lead to the razor. That's on me. That's on me. I silly goofied it. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. I quit the game instead of going to main menu. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. If autosaves under A. I guess we can check it. What is today? Today is August 17th, I guess. Okay, what if she's in bluffing when she kills us? Thank you, William. I appreciate that information. I did not know that the autosaves, went like that. I'm just silly goofy and that's all. That's all. Alright, well if she kills us.
You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
I am certainly going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Okay, now we tried to slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade
There we
trembling in
go.
your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
There we go.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She
ouch,
kicks you a few
ouchie,
times for good measure,
ouch,
the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Ouch, ouch, ouchie, ouch, ouch.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor,
Hi,
the
man.
princess kneels on your throat with the kind of
Whoa.
weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
Whoa.
As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
There's a fine line between Razor Tower and on equal footing. It's a fine line. Make one wrong movement and you'll find yourself catapulted into a different path.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Yeah.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Kisses her hand and then dies. Yeah, pretty much.
This is the end, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I'm afraid it is.
Oh, certainly it is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die! Chapter 2, The Tower. Here we go. Here we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
There is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm looking intently. I'm looking intently. Yeah, just the opening little monologue every time. Shivers. Let's see. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't
There's
die
water.
twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
There's the broken.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
I mean, I guess. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Worship her? I mean, well.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her
Oh, broken.
and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Ah, man.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Can we tone down the pessimism, please? Just like a little bit.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
I need to relog for this. For tower? Sorry. I said the word tower and then just had an instant flash of, oh my gosh, her. Sorry,
Just
whoa.
ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Well...
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Oh, but have you considered that she's hot?
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Oh, Voice of the Broken. Oh my gosh. You've got a Twitch account for Voice of the Broken. Amazing. What can I say? The tower, am I right? Recently, ever since I started solving the passive cause and effect that different voices have effects on different princesses with, I've been really fascinated with how the Broken creates the tower. It's so fun.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Or we could. Let's proceed to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
People so hate me. No, Voice of the Broken, please. Please, no, we like you here. Broken Kana based.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Indeed. The most correct voice, literally. Just look at all those tier lists over the internet, but I guess this is what I deserve. I haven't looked at a single tier list because I've got an uncomfortable feeling that any tier list I look at will be just objectively wrong. No, okay, I actually have to talk about this a little bit. I've kind of been religiously avoiding watching other people's playthroughs or anything of Slay the Princess because, I engage with the game on such a I'm in love with her level that I'm so about the way that they tell the story and the philosophy and the theming and everything. It gets that to my no one gets it. I kind of get the feeling. Okay, well let's just say I couldn't stand it if I watched someone else's playthrough and, like, say someone got to the prisoner and they were upset about her cutting off her own head, you know? Like, if I got to that point and they were like, oh my gosh, why would you do that? That's so weird and gross. Like, I don't think I could handle it. Or like, oh gosh, what's another one I think of? With, like, the tower. Yeah, with the tower. And if once the tower starts having us stab ourselves, if people go, oh my gosh, this is so toxic, I can't believe you do this. I think I'd have to instantly stop watching, you know? There are people who gets it, but also if they see different, they find it very interesting. Yeah, I mean, everyone's absolutely welcome to have their own perspectives on the game. I'm not saying that mine is the only true and correct ever interpretation. People don't say it's so toxic. People just say, yes, mommy. Oh, that's good. Good for them, honestly. I guess I don't think I could handle people not understanding the psychosexualness of it all. And just being like, oh boy, time to make it to the end of this really spooky horror game where she does all these terrible things, and I'm like, no, listen, I'm in love with her, you don't understand. She's stabbing us, and that's and oh my gosh, you know? So I'm sure there's other people who get it. I'm sure there's other people who have a lovely time. See, that's also weird to me. Just because why would you engage it on a literal sexual level instead of a psychosexual one? Yeah. Why? And also, just why would you engage with a game where if you can't engage with the theme, if you can't meet the theming where it's at? Sorry, I should play the game. I should play the game. But yeah, that's I couldn't stand watching tier lists because I feel like the Broken is such an like not only for this reason, but specifically I do think that the Broken is such an interesting character and such an interesting aspect of the hero that I think people putting the Broken low down on the tier list would just simply be incorrect.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I will need it if I want to do this right.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
People just find me annoying. No, but they're so wrong about it, because the whole thing with the Broken is the Broken is perceiving her as this greater, higher being, and the way that it like literally makes her greater. It's just we don't feel small. We are small. The voice of the Broken is the one making her this way, and it's also like leading into itself. Where if the Broken didn't do that, then she wouldn't be that way. But at the same time, but it's the layers of all. Of course, I agree. The voices are for a reason, and they're good. Yeah, every voice is the way it is for a reason. The actions that you take directly affect how you perceive the princess and what part of yourself that spawns from it. And it's so interesting to see how it all plays together. Anyway, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
We are going to enter the basement. This does not invalidate that some voices may be more annoying than others. That's true. I personally am not a huge fan of the opportunist. I just don't quite love the opportunist. I don't think that's an unusual opinion.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Oh boy, like a good film with a good villain. People may hate them, but also find them good. Yeah, it's... I do find the opportunist more annoying than the other ones, but that doesn't mean that I don't recognize the value that he has for the story.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Ah, there we go again.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Still obsessed with the red text in the, in this form.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Yay! My princess, my queen, my goddess, my beloved,
We need
yes!
to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Broken has never not wanted to go see her. Because we have to be Broken. Broken is surprisingly close to Smitten. Actually, Broken is so close to Smitten. It's the oh my gosh, they're different fonts of the same theme. I'm always saying this. Yeah, where the Broken is just the undying like devotion to her, but in the way that she's much greater than us. The Smitten is just the very classic like love of a hero kind of thing. Oh, I love this game.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Oh boy, continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Blind devotion part in The Stranger? Yeah. Let it be known, the Stranger is my most favorite princess. I love everything about her, so, yes. Big Stranger enjoyers.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window.
Hi.
Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Oh, I love how she's drawn.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
That is true. Ma'am, hi, ma'am.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Hi. The hands in the window behind her. The hands in the window behind her. The shifting mountain. It's all been here since the beginning. The clues are laid out across the entire story.
You brought that knife again.
I did.
Even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Oh, well, you know.
Drop it.
Tighten your grip.
As if on command, the blade
No!
slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Of course we dropped it. We're convinced that she has all this power over us.
Of course we dropped it.
Yeah, of course.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Of course we dropped it.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
I know what you are, says the narrator.
Kneel.
As much as I love it, I do have to go. And it was lovely meeting you. Thanks for stopping by. It's always great to meet a fellow lover of the princess. I'm gonna say no. Sorry, I feel like I always move on too fast from people saying bye messages. Yeah, bye. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. It was lovely meeting you. No, I'm not gonna kneel.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
Gosh darn it.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Can I and do pledge yourself? This is what you must. Oh, certainly. Oh, certainly I'm going to pledge myself. I just have to wait until we do a little stabbing first. That's all. So I have to put up token resistance until it gets hot. Sorry. Whoa. Who said that?
The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch
Who said
me.
that?
And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
Who said
What
that?
draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
Ah!
The last time we met?
Ah!
I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Yeah, we're gonna remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop
Ma'am.
me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought.
Broken! Sorry.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Oh man.
Pick up that needle.
Oh well,
Do it.
alright.
It's what she wants.
No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Yeah,
As your
alright.
eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
I love this. Oh, I love that this is the only option, is to pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
Oh,
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
here we go.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
Stand.
You can feel a
An
creaking
option?
tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not.
Oh man.
You are quiet, Quiet. While I
Quiet.
am brilliant radiance.
Chat, we're quiet.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Ah, rip.
What?
Ah, rip.
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Oh boy.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
I apologize for the unclear language. We are going to slay the princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
I want to get close to her.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Okay.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
Ouchie.
I'm sorry.
Oh, broken.
Don't! As you take another step
Yay!
forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Yippee, 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 yippee.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Okay.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are
Ma'am.
just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you.
Oh, and the narrator needs to rely on Hero here, because clearly we're caught in believing that she has this power over us. So he needs to pull in another aspect of myself to try and change the perception.
I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
Yeah, we've got Hero fighting back against her perception. Oh my gosh. I love this game.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy
that's me.
a god.
Oh, that's me.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Ah, but we have to keep going. We have to keep trying to slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
Kinda hot.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Oh boy.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
But then you can't. It's our
My
perception.
influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
The narrator can't control us.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
Oh. Me when I stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat.
Hi.
The
Hi.
princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi, ma'am. She's so big. Why is she so pretty for real? She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Look at her face. Look. Oh, she's always got her finger tilting her chin up. Oh.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before.
Yeah?
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Okay.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it?
No, I'm into
Yes,
it. I'm
how
about it.
thoughtful of her.
It's a
Yeah.
mercy. Take it.
If you insist, like, no, I didn't want me. This is great.
I
I'm
think he's
having a
given
great
up whatever
time.
say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now
because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
I'm yours. Pledge yourself to her. Yeah! Here we go.
That's right. I can feel your heart opening to me.
Yeah.
And there's what you've been chasing. The motivation that dragged you across the floor, bleeding and choking.
Yeah.
I am destined to destroy the world.
I mean, yeah.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart, as if it's a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
The hands in the stained glass window. Oh my gosh.
The
Yeah.
collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for us to seize my destiny.
Yes, ma'am.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Shut up, narrator.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Why would I ever be concealed from her ever?
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
And he is. In the end, the narrator is so small compared to us.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Rip.
Rise, my little bird.
Yes, ma'am.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
Yes, ma'am. She's the only one that can do that. It's so hot. Why? Yeah, she's the only one. She's the only one who can get at the narrator.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Because what we believe is what happens. Oh gosh, it's weathering out here. And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Please, don't do this.
Listen, Hero, you don't get it. Have to. It's over. I'm sorry. Okay, this implies that there's some little part of us who believes that this goddess can free us of this foreign presence. She can take the narrator because some part of you wants so badly to be just the two of you, for him to be gone. That's so true. That's so true. This game.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good.
It's good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Yeah, sorry, Hero. Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
And is upon us. Oh, and Kenny wants me to drink some more. Crawl into like an animal trap, hoping that this being will choose to free you instead of hurt you while you're weak. It's kind of hot.
What a good disciple you are.
Hi, ma'am.
Come. It's time for us to leave.
Take her hand. Oh, well, no. This is so sad. It's insanely hot. It's so hot. Well, anyway, we do not take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
It's weathering out there.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. I don't want to look at us.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Hi. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
She's so pretty. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is Dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Let's see. Oh, I think I gotta get going at this point, but are there any questions I want to ask her? You know, actually, hey, if I've gotta get going, we may as well stop here. So I'm gonna put us on the end screen, and I'll save here after we're done, and we'll come back to this next time and we'll ask her some questions. So thank you everyone so much for coming to the stream today. I hope you had a good time. I'm glad that I got to stream again this week because it was a very busy time. Now, okay, so next week, I will be back on. Oh gosh, am I doing something that would make me miss streaming next week? No, I don't think so. So I should be back on Tuesday. I'm back to streaming Tuesday through Saturday, starting a little after 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. And oh, sorry, there's noises outside. Sorry, really awkward time for that to have happened. But yes, everyone take care of yourselves, drink water, take your meds, get some sleep, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Okay, love you guys lots. Bye-bye.